The Democrats, they seem to have no idea how to get their party back on track. According to Politico, Democrats know they have an authenticity problem. They just can't figure out what to do about it. I mean, Gavin Newsom, part-time governor, full-time podcaster, full-time Tweety bird, is trying to be Trump. It's not working. One longtime Democratic strategist telling Politico, quote, "You have a bunch of Democrats who are very good at speaking a whole bunch of different languages, and human is not one of them." Ouch. And with the party in disarray, then you have socialists. Zoran, Marxist, Mamdani has emerged now as their new leader. Despite its communist rhetoric, the DNC has reaffirmed their support for the mayoral candidate, posting a Mamdani quote on X saying, quote, "We welcome anyone to join the movement." But as always, Trump is calling it like he sees it. Here's what he said about Mamdani yesterday.
Are you urging or encouraging any candidates in the New York City mayor's race to drop out to clear the field?
No, I don't like to see a communist become mayor, I will tell you that. And I don't think you can win unless you have one-on-one, because somehow he's gotten a little bit of a lead. I have no idea how that happened, but I'd prefer not to have a communist mayor of New York City. And, you know, that's what he is based on his policy, if you look at his statements in the past.
Now, it's no secret there is a lot on the ballot in November, and not just New York City. In Virginia, the gubernatorial race, that is heating up. The lieutenant governor, Winsome Earl Sears, is slamming her opponent's radical record on trans issues, like voting to allow men and women's sports and bathrooms and locker rooms, on top of her desire to have, oh, that's right, sanctuary Commonwealth status. Here with more. Virginia, Lieutenant Governor, Republican gubernatorial candidate Winsome Earl Sears is with us. So Spamberger is pretty interesting because things have gone pretty well for the people in the Commonwealth under Glenn Youngkin and your leadership. And she seems to now want to take the party radical left, although she kind of is pulling back a little more than, say, a Mamdani. Are the people of Virginia, are they aware of her previous positions that are pretty radical?
Yes, because I'm making them aware of not just her positions, it's what she's voted for. She voted for sanctuary cities. We're not going to give comfort to the criminals who are illegally here. No, they have to go home. And as a result of working with President Trump, we have found over 4,000 of those folks who are illegally here, and we're talking about really bad folks. The number 3 MS-13 leader we found right here in Virginia, by the way, in my opponent's district. My opponent voted for open borders. Nothing about what she believes will keep us safe, and so that's why I'm appealing to the Virginia voters to say, elect me. We will stay safe. Our jobs will continue. Your taxes will be lowered. Your children will be safe, because we're not going to have biological men in girls' sports or dressing full frontal nude in front of our girls.
You know, one of the things that's so interesting about the Commonwealth to me is early voting starts this month. When does it start?
Yes. Starts September 19th for an election in November. This is what the Democrats have given us, election season. That doesn't make any sense. And so you've really got to get all your message out before early voting starts. And, you know, she's got access to a ton of money. And here's the thing. So she might outraise me. Democrats usually outraise Republicans. But you know what we know how to do? Spend money wisely. This is not going to turn on money. It's going to turn on ideas that makes common sense. My opponent voted for stupidity. The people of Virginia understand common sense when they see it. It comes with me.
I tell the people in the Commonwealth, if you don't want to go backwards in a big way, pay attention and vote early. We appreciate your time, Lieutenant Governor. Thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.